Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to AI for Anyone Live. I am Sami Zoss.
And I'm Tim Lockie. Happy New Year, CEO of the Human Stack. Okay, if you are looking at your Google Drive right now, I mean, not right now, because hopefully you're looking at me right now, but you know what I mean.
Staring
you're
at the beautiful Tim
thinking,
Lockie.
I know, exactly. Right. I don't know, beautiful. I mean, thank you, but
We'll say
I don't know if
beautiful. I
Montana
love
dudes are
that.
beautiful. Anyway, whatever.
Montana
All right.
dude. Okay, keep going.
I'm just saying, okay, if you're looking at your Google Drive and you're thinking, I've got to organize this mess, first, you should know everybody in the world is thinking about their Google Drive. And I've talked to almost all of them, and everybody is frustrated with their drive. Even the most organized people that I know are frustrated with their drive. So if that's what you're thinking, you're in the right place.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I'm myself absolutely included. We're just not naturally organized people. I would hate to turn my camera around right now and show you the chaos that is my house. But your brain, like some of us, our brain just doesn't do that as well. Like that's just part of it. And I remember thinking how stressful that was for me and how like if I just dedicated enough time to organizing it, to put the files in the right folders, like I created a naming convention or do this and it'll just be better. It'll be, it'll work. And like what's awesome about today's world is like that's no longer an issue. I don't have to stress about that piece because of the tools that we've got that we get to use today.
I don't even think that's just an organization issue, by the way. Like
Okay.
people that are organized or not. I know people that are really, really organized and their drive is still not. So today we're going to show you the update that Gemini just put out on Google Drive. I saw this while I was live with a client and went crazy like on a coaching call because I was so excited about it. And I've been waiting.
Happens.
I know. I feel like you could totally relate to that. So I've been really excited about showing everybody in the world this. I've got to also give a shout out to Jennifer Owens, who predicted this feature last year.
Ooh,
and then, I mean, she said, I hope that we're going to see this in the future. And I said, if anybody's going to do it, is going to be Google through Gemini. That was last May. So I'm so excited that it's here. So
absolutely. All right. The other thing, if we get to it today, because this is actually a pretty native feature, just sort of already embedded in there. So there's not a lot of build up to it. Today's episode is all about just like how do we restart for the new year. I also want to spend some time digging around in Gemini and Gmail with Gemini and really showing some of the different ways you can use that to maybe organize or even triage a little bit to prioritize what to do this week and for the weeks to come in the new year. So really excited to get going.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to pull up on my screen here. I'm going to start from actually a blank page because I want to show you guys a couple different areas here. Tim, you're going to have to remind me to zoom in because I was presenting to a group yesterday and I did it in person on the screen that they're usually on. And it was kind of miserable. And I was like, I see why you guys are always asking me.
The one that,
Tim, your screen is this big. Your screen is literally this big. I have a right to mock you.
No, well, I mean, you always have a right to mock me. That's not the point. But I'm just saying, I mean, well, whether you have a right or not, you're going to. No, I think it's right. Actually, do it 2 times larger. Yeah, that's great.
Insane. This like hurts my eyes looking at it on a normal screen.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go straight to our drive. Right? You can see we work with Dan and Furniture Bank. We've got stuff we do in our upskillerator. I've got AI4AnyoneLIVE. These are just my shared drives. This is just sort of like what it naturally goes to. I have to confess, Tim, it took me a minute to find this feature. I knew it was there, but it was hard to find right away. Which sounds kind of like, I'm going to use the word dumb. I don't know what better word to use. But like if you are just natively in the areas that we're used to starting in Drive, Like if you're looking at your shared drives, if you're just in my drive, there she is. But like home is where I start every time on any account I'm logged into anywhere, right? And so because of that, that button that we're gonna see today isn't actually there, which really stressed me out. It's like, now what do I do?
Okay, so it just showed up for me.
Because you are
what's the
in
trick?
a folder. So you have to actually
Oh,
be in an actual
interesting.
folder.
Okay, great.
So
All right.
once you're in a folder, you can see this guy. Now, I want to point out one other thing. How to turn on Google Gemini Alpha. Because if you don't have this Gemini Alpha access turned on by your admin, you won't see this.
Oh, okay. That's really helpful to know.
Which I should point out, Tim, that was the other rabbit hole I went on when I was prepping for the episode, was maybe it's because Tim's got the Google Ultra that he had access to this thing. Turns out that wasn't it. And I knew I had the alpha. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to have to ask him to come on early and turn my alpha on and all this stuff. So do a little digging before you fully just hop in.
Mhm.
The other thing is I had found, I'll have to find it again. I had found somewhere that showed me if we were in alpha or not, which was helpful. We're like popped up on the side. But this page, I will put it in the chat on Facebook and YouTube, and then also in LinkedIn here in just a second. This is the how to turn on alpha link. Very, very important. Just want to make sure that folks know if you can't find it, first see if those alpha features are on. I should probably also note alpha features. What that means is basically they're not generally available for all of Google Workspace, but they're not necessarily beta features. They're not necessarily in testing. It's just you get to try the releases first. They know they're going to release it. They're just sort of working through final bugs. And that way, Google does this a lot. They sort of like notoriously give us access to things sneakily and early so we can work out the kinks before they go out to every member everywhere. So anything else on that, Tim? I think.
Yes. Sorry. Before you move on, can you make your screen 2 times bigger so that people can read it?
Okay, but this is the screen we're going to be on.
It doesn't matter. It's still too small. And if you make it bigger, then so people can read it, it will just help. Yeah. Go try the other one. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's too big. No. Yeah. That's.
Does that work for you? Is this good? Can you see?
No, it's too small.
Look at how big the scroll bar is.
I know. It's okay.
That's massive.
I've just got to say something about this because when I started doing trainings, especially when I started making slides, I have to blow it up to 300% in order to make the right size. So anyway,
can we like start what is it? Not necessarily a movement, but a petition to like, you know, when you're building a website and they give you like mobile view and iPad, like tablet view.
Presenter.
Can we do like presenter view where like if you have to zoom in a stupid amount, this is what it'll look like. So we can fix that UX too.
That's a great idea. Yes.
Because
I don't know if you can make your screen wider, but if it fills the entire space.
Well, I was trying to do that.
There you go. Yeah, that did it. Do that again. Yeah. Cool.
But even then, that's because I have a massive screen.
Yeah, it's okay. It works. It's great. All right. Thank you.
Today. Yeah. Google.
I can now read it. I'm assuming everybody else can too.
You know what they say about assuming, Tim?
No. What do they say? No, what did they say about it?
Quit it.
No. I think you just assumed that I know.
I want to see what happens.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There it is.
While you're making an ass of you and me.
In case you can't see it. We gotta love Google search. Gemini search.
That was cackle. Beautiful. The cackle at the end totally made that whole bit.
Oh, don't tell my mom. I make fun of her cackle all the time, and I think it's just her. I think it's just me
I think
sounding
you
like
might have
her.
inherited it. Okay, organizational
Okay.
file. Show us how this works.
Okay, so let's look at, so we've got our drive here. And generally speaking, it's a newer drive, right? Like I've only been operating in this one actually for a year. And so thankfully it's pretty organized, but you can tell there's already things that we've made in the middle of AI for Anyone Live that I have not, in fact, put into folders, right? So even for a relatively new, or like all these untitles, because with the AI work that we're doing, it'll restart, like it'll start some of these, right? And it either won't title them but it does automatically save them, which is great. But sometimes I'm working on a project just to test stuff out. I don't need everything saving. I would like to point out that Edith is just like
I
she's on your
know.
page too.
It is great.
Welcome, by the way, Edith. It is wonderful to have you. um, so
Okay, can I say one more thing about why this is coming up now?
yeah, go for it.
It used to be that we thought of data as the stuff in a database, right? That's where data actually mattered. In an AI world, because any file is now data, and we don't have to have structured data for data to act as structured data, files are the new data system. And essentially, your drive is a massive, massive database of all your stuff that is right now unstructured.
Yes.
All of this stuff is showing over and over again that the better you are at maintaining organizational structures, naming conventions, hierarchies of data, sharing settings, the better your organization is at that, the better you can navigate AI context. So
Yeah.
it's just like so important. I think archivists are going to be an actual skill people are onboarding for teams in the future. So anyway,
Oh, if anybody wants to try out their skills in
I know,
violin, please
please.
feel free.
Any archivists are welcome to come on over.
Gosh, it is really fun to look at some of your old stuff though. Like this is me trying to figure out how to make an app to convert your like P&L to a current state review
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome,
from
actually.
April 30th.
I know, right?
It's like a long time. It was right
Yeah.
when I was learning some of that stuff.
Yeah. And the current state, I forgot that we had a current state for this. I've got to show you what we're doing on that, by the way. I mean, I will at some point, but anyway, okay.
Exciting.
I
Okay,
am
I'm gonna
dying for you
click
to
the
just
button.
click on organize
I'm
files
gonna
up at
click
the
the
top.
button.
Click,
Okay.
please.
So you saw it, right? It just hit organize my files. I should have been doing
Yes.
that while we were talking. The
It's
last
fine.
file I tested this on definitely wasn't as large as this one. While this is loading, I actually pulled up the page that I inevitably made it to find said feature.
How do you
Which,
find these things? They're impossible.
oh, can I show the secret sauce of our Notion resources really quick?
Yes.
Because that's how.
Okay.
Let me share a separate screen because this is fun. So Notion, think of it just like a notebook. You can see like this is where here's where I plan our episodes.
That's so cool.
We've got our tracker here. So like talk about data. I mean, really sort of like seeing the sauce here. This is where I track all of our episodes, what we've said, what we've done, where the URL is, all of that stuff, right? All of that lives in something called the AI for Anyone Hub. I made the icon a coffin and Tim's never noticed, and I am so sad.
I think you think I haven't noticed. I haven't commented. That's a different thing.
Yeah, but that's the more fun version of noticing for me.
Exactly, which is why I'm not commenting.
The worst.
Out here winning.
So I created, because we've been so focused on Google for many reasons that we've talked about many times. I've been trying to sort of like keep a repertoire of what Google has out there in the world. And so I've just got this little toggle group and I just added this version yesterday that's got sort of everything in one. But I have two separate databases essentially. One is Gemini News, and each week, and we can automate this. There's some version of it that I do have automated, but it's basically what is something they wrote, like what's the blog that's relevant-ish to nonprofits or Gemini, and I put it in here. So this then, because we've got Notion AI, I can say like what, like if I turn on my whisper flow here, like, but what should nonprofits focus on for an easy win to start 2026? And it'll search my Gemini news page, right? Because this has got all of these pieces.
So
it's
cool.
querying that. So yeah, fun fact, Tim, this lives in your Notion.
I think
I also do that for the release
interesting
notes.
Application of AI, which is increasingly, I think you're going to see AI that lives inside of your systems. I just saw this in JotForm with a client the other day, where it is what you can do with it is really impressive. So, okay, can we go back to? Thank you for showing that. I'm so impressed that you find all of that stuff and that you use Notion AI.
Oh yeah,
what happened? What happened when you clicked on organize? Organize this drive or organize this folder.
Okay, let's find out. Share. All right. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I can't see.
Yep.
All right. So what I love is it doesn't immediately do it. It gives you like here's the potential. Do you like it? Which I think was my fear, right? Yeah. Are you going to just like immediately go into SOS and then I have to go now find everything? So choose files.
Okay. So the only thing worse than an organized drive is a drive that you didn't organize.
Oh my God. It's like when
when people Kelly, like clean up for you and suddenly you have no idea where anything is.
And she's so sweet because she knows this gives me anxiety all of the time, right? Yeah, that like my place is always sort of like messy, not dirty, but messy because it's not organized. And so like every other week that she's here, she's like, do you want me to just clean a little? Like, do you want me to just, and I'm like, honestly, that will stress me out so much. Please don't touch anything. Like, leave it alone. She's listening, and I know she's gonna end up like sending me a text being like, don't call me out like that. So what it did was it says, are we gonna move, like, what are we moving to existing folders? What are we creating new folders for? Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wish I could close this. I don't know how.
That'd be nice.
Anyway.
Good. It's okay.
So I'm not gonna touch this piece up here just yet, but moving into an existing folder, we've got a folder called Opal. It wants to move this, which is a deep research, into Opal. If I want that, good. If I don't, so if you want it, you can just click move file. So you click the button, you click move. If you don't do anything, it doesn't move.
This is one of the best examples of human in the loop design I think I've ever seen, right? Because this is a middle state. Yeah. This is a state that doesn't exist, right? So what it's doing is saying, I'm taking what you currently have and I'm showing you what a future could look like by showing you all of the decisions you can make to make that future happen. But you get to be in charge of that. And I think that is a new level that I've not seen that often in UI. So I think that's really impressive.
UI being user interface for those me that don't always know those things. The other thing I'll say about this, Tim, is it's one of the first times I've seen mass change right in human in the loop in a way that feels like it builds trust, doesn't degrade it.
Yes, right.
Because I can say no.
Either it's too granular or it's not like, it feels like they found a way to right size. It's like
granular but not autonomous. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost like you can only have one of those. Like you can get very granular, but it can't be autonomous.
Yeah.
Or it can be autonomous, but then it won't go. It can't dive very deep because you can't rewrite it.
Yep.
And maybe that's the way to think about it, right? Because, and like with this one, this is a good example of one where I'm not sure I want this one in the Opal because I used it to build part of the Opal. But this was actually just about like an episode. This was sort of like an extra for an episode. I might not do that. You can also just hit X and remove it from that list, from the suggestions. I love the like impact me core systems and values, like adding that.
Right.
The only thing I would say is I would probably suggest that folder should be under our impact me folder, not just under my drive.
It's okay. So everything that it's going to do though is going to work down the hierarchy, right? So it's not looking at one folder above or anything like that. It is saying I can create more within granularity. Right. So I think
which I think is an important note.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I
Okay,
interrupted you.
no, it's fine. So that button right there will allow you to either rename that folder or decide on a different one, right? Like the button next to it. Okay, great.
Yep. So then if I were to click that new one, you could literally just click any of
Right.
them if you wanted. For us,
Can you click back on that for a second? I want to ask you if was that magnifying glass search feature always there? Because I swear you used to not be able to search in here. And then 3 weeks ago, that popped up. It's possible I just missed it for 2.5 years, but I was looking for it and I could never find it. I feel like it's new. Is it?
I feel like I remember the pain that you're describing of
Yes. I'm
I
like,
can, but I also do
nothing is
know that
here.
there's no scenario where I was moving anything if there wasn't a search bar, because I know how messy my personal drive is where I would be moving everything. And so it makes me wonder, was it there in some regards and not others? Or maybe there was a certain
If
user
people
interface
know, if you're
piece.
watching this right now and you know if that magnifying glass was always there or not, please hit us up and let me know, because I've been asking this independent of this conversation for the last 3 weeks. I'm like, did I just miss this? So anyway, okay, that's really helpful.
Oh, look at this.
What?
Okay, so you know how I was just talking about how I would prefer these all go in the Impact Me folder?
Yeah.
So if I hit move, now it'll show me it's going in AI4AnyoneLIVE, Impact Me Foundation, and then, oh, it's just moving this, not the, I
Yeah,
thought
it's
it would
just
move the
moving
new
one.
folder.
Yeah.
Dang. Never mind.
Yep.
So I'm going to accept all these moves. There's just 2 folders.
Okay.
Well, 3 folders.
Wait, before you accept those, can you go back? Because after you accept them, then refine won't work anymore.
Okay.
So X out of that and then click on refine.
Woo!
This
This is
is
how you know
the
Tim's played with this more than I have.
Oh, I thought you knew about the refine.
I knew about it. I haven't played with it enough for it to be relevant. So I
This
appreciate
is
you telling me to do
so
it.
cool. So first of all, it solves some of the major issues that come up,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh,
the
whoa.
folder names are too large, the folder names are too small, whatever, right? So the second one is how many folders it's doing. The third, organized by project, is killer. That is awesome.
That's cool.
I can't read. I like, my face is in front of the thing on the bottom there, so I don't know what that.
Organize meeting notes, shorten folder
Okay.
names,
Yep.
more folders, more new folders, fewer new folders.
And then refine with a prompt, right? So
Yes,
I
that's
have been
cool.
wondering what that's for, but try this out. Just say create a date and owner naming
Yes.
convention. Prefix. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Just say prefix. And then I'm really curious if that, like, what that does. And then I think hit enter. I don't know how you invoke.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure did. I was wondering
So
that too, like
that,
the
and
naming
then
convention piece.
refine and then organize by project. So you could create a naming convention,
Here,
then
let me do
organize
that.
by project. Another way to think about this is if you have customer codes, project code, something like this, where your project is like, 2503 for like
Look at
March
this.
25, right?
I have a cleanup folder.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, okay, cool. There
I
you
mean, there's
go.
not much in
Organize by
there,
project.
but
Yeah, no. Do organize by project. Let's see how
there's
it
only
works.
5 files though. You think it'll
It's
work?
okay. Yeah, I think so. Because, well, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I do know the only way to
Okay,
find
here's
out
the
is to try it.
updated refine on the other one while that one's loading. So now it's saying move to an existing folder. I love this. Vids exports. Yes,
Yep.
please.
Okay.
It
And
didn't
then
update the names though. Do you see that?
is this the one that we were just on, or is this a new one that you
Yep.
just opened?
This is the one we were just
It didn't
on.
open the names, huh?
Mm-mm.
Or it
I
didn't
wonder if it
rename
can't
them?
edit the names.
I'm wondering that too. Okay, all right. So
Well, here,
um
let's look.
yeah. What I'm thinking then, you're probably right that it can't rename things. And actually, I don't even know that we would want to. Now that I
I
think about
wouldn't
that
mind if
more.
I could
But
approve
the
or not
folders.
approve, but
Sure. Yeah.
um but you can do things, so like refine with the prompt, enter specific instructions such as group by this year.
Okay.
Rename a
What
suggested new folder.
I think that prompt, I was thinking it would rename files, but I think we should think of that prompt as renaming the folders. So
Yep.
I almost feel like trying it again and saying like move group by quarter.
I moved one because I
And
really liked what it
okay.
was.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Group
Happy player.
by quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been trying to figure out, is the strategy on this to start at the bottom of your files and then work towards your home directory, or should you start at your home directory
Oh,
and
like
work
up top.
down? Right.
See, and my thinking would be here's the way my brain would do it. I'm not saying this is the way that you should do it. I would go, I have a cleanup file in every organization system I have where it's like, I know I don't want to get rid of this, but I don't know where it's supposed to go
I do
yet.
too. I call it graveyard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Or like
Cool.
archive, or I would
Yep.
start there because then I could duplicate that. Like I could start pulling in other things into that now organized mess.
Okay. You know what would be wild? It would be wild to throw all of your files in an entire drive
Ooh.
into the home directory and
Well, that would be
try
crazy.
from there, right?
That would be kind of cool.
That would be
And I could
so
with
interesting to try. I mean, we could do that. We could create a what is it? Impact Me
I bet
drive.
I could just with this.
That would be really, really
Oh no!
interesting.
Shoot.
What'd you
I hit
do?
a button. I don't know if it's gonna it did what we asked it to, and then I hit a button.
Oh, okay. All right.
So then it got out of it. So I don't know if it's refining or not. But it did. So it created new folders like 2025 Q3, production notes, and something else. And then it was grouping them by that. But I appreciated actually that it did. So it's like Q3 projects and strategy.
Okay, if I were
Q3 projects and
so
strategy.
the reason all of this is mattering that this matters is mattering. Is that can you say is mattering?
I
I don't
don't know,
know.
but I loved it
I
so
all of a
much.
sudden all I can hear is the word smattering. So like that's
Great.
like what's going
Yes.
on. Anyways,
Ooh. I'm
what
moving all
I
these videos to my vids export because this is great.
the
Keep going.
collaborative part of this is actually what's really challenging, right?
Yeah.
So how do you create a collaboration on that? And I think one way to do it is to create a refined prompt for this that somebody uses and can go through. And in that refined prompt, you've got folder naming conventions and date files, and you're defining things that way. So I'm guessing there's not a limit on how much stuff you put in that prompt. So you could put a table that says, here are the rules for organizing everything, and throw that in there and just see how it handles it, right? Are you trying to see how long, how many characters?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take a screenshot of that and ask Claude to create a prompt.
To create a prompt?
Yeah, to create a folder organizing prompt.
Google.com. Okay, explain to folks why you're going to Claude while I see how long this character limit was.
Oh, just because it was because I've been using it this morning, and so it's the thing top of mind, but like constantly. I don't know. I just
I'm switching. I use ChatGPT.
I do it all the time. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is how many characters I had in it so far. So I think it's safe to say there's not really much of a limit. There's 283 pages worth of the word test.
Okay, all right.
So
okay. And did it accept all of that? Or are we going to find out now?
Before we find out. Oh wait, yeah, no, we can find out. Here we go. Yep, looks like it did. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what it's going to do with a bunch of tests.
There's no
also,
limit.
here is the 2025 Q2 Finance and Tech Inventory, and then AI and Program Strategy, Impact Me, Comms and Fundraising. So I think when you, like, this was just the organized by quarter. I do really feel like that would be something that would be very helpful. That would actually be a really good way to start. Or if you wanted to organize by year, if everything is in one spot, organized by project, I think would probably be the most powerful, because then you can organize within that project how you want.
Yeah.
Like you were saying. So I'm going to choose tiles.
Okay, here's
I'm
the prompt. If you go to today's episode notes in Notion,
okay,
I'm putting at the bottom of that a big old prompt in there. Right, I mean, it's not that big, but
dun, 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 dun. At the bottom of it, you said? Okay.
Yep. It just pulled in all sorts of random context from chats that I've done.
Yeah. I'm going to show people
what this looks like wild.
Before I get into. Okay, so here's today's episode. Here's the fourth wall sauce. All of the notes that I hardly ever fully follow. It gives me a starting point. It's great. Trying to zoom in. I don't actually know if I can.
Okay. All right.
It's not letting me zoom in. So
okay. That's fine.
I just want to show folks, like, this is quite long. It's not mine long.
We're only seeing organize my files. We're not seeing the prompt.
Oh, share. Whoops. There we go.
Okay, so that's it.
This is it. So I'm gonna hit copy.
Micah, it's good to see you. I just noticed that you're replying. Thanks for chatting in. There's not a limit on gems. This is like this is weird. This is a little tiny like prompt thing inside of a refinement area of organized folders. And I feel like if they were going to put a character limit anywhere, it'd be there. But yes. I think what they're probably assuming is that the system instructions on this prompt are probably not that elaborate. And if you give it too much, it might actually just be confused. So I'm like dying to know how this is going to go.
I'm trying to decide. I'm going to get in a share our AI or oh no, I'm going to get in the Impact Me Foundation.
Yeah, go to the Impact Me Foundation one.
Which, where the heck is that?
Okay, I'm going to do this on mine to see. I'm just like throwing in.
Okay.
And
while he's messing around too, this is what we've got, right? So the Impact Me Foundation has like a bunch of the stuff that we've developed over the year. Here, I'm going to organize files. While that's loading.
Yep.
I need like background music. I do have I should show you. I did buy a sound mixer.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's very cool.
I've had it for a bit. I just haven't figured out how to set it up. Okay, so here's the organize my files as it suggested. We're going to refine with the prompt that we copied.
All right, it all fits because that's the end of it is fighting it.
This is crazy, actually.
Okay, I don't know if it like did something. I moved it, yeah, but I picked something that only had like 3 files in it, so I clearly need to.
That's hard.
Okay.
Find something. So move to existing folder, gratitude workshop, which I love. Then it created brand and identity, donor relations and stewardship, grants management, program ops and finance. So a little similar. Also important to note, it doesn't move folders. Do you see that?
Yeah, no, that is the thing. It says organize my files, and that is exactly what it means.
Yes.
Is that it is going to look at all of the files and move them, but it is not looking at directories or folders.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull everything out of here. I'm going to move everything into the Impact Me Foundation folder.
Okay, yeah. And then see if it can organize it?
Yeah, because it's not going to take a crazy amount of time.
Yeah, no, I'm done. This is what I really want to see. And then I'm
Yeah,
so sorry I can't go past
45.
past the 45. Um so I'm
That's
just giving you a heads up on that. Okay. Um if any of you out there have questions about this, please let us know. Micah, happy new year to you too. Thanks for
yeah.
chatting in on that. Yeah, this feature I'm really curious for, especially COOs, the custodians of information in organizations. I'm really curious how you are experiencing this feature. I think it's one of the most is one of the most impactful features that they could come up with. So I'm really curious what people think about that.
If I could suggest, if someone wants to play with this without like doing what I'm doing right now, where they're moving a bunch of, you know what I mean? I would say make a copy of the master folder that you want to kind of like clean up
Oh, interesting.
and then move everything out that way. And then
Okay,
see, do you like the organization?
if you did that, I'm really curious. Would the created date on that be now, or would the created date be the original created date?
I mean, if we're going by metadata, it should be now. So you wouldn't be able to, so that's a good point. You wouldn't be able to organize by date.
Well,
I'm going to delete these folders because there's
Okay.
nothing in them.
All right, cool. All right, I'm going to duplicate.
And I'm going to organize these files. Ooh, I'm excited.
I'm
I
too.
made a lot of documents for the Impact Me Foundation. So.
Okay, when you copy a file, the date modified is now, and I'm pretty sure the date, like it makes that date now. So
Good to know.
yeah, you would.
Do you want to test on the side, move two that are from different dates, and then do the refine by year and see if it
Yeah,
combines?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let me try that.
Okay, so while he's doing that, it did give some decent suggestions. So it looks like there's 4 different folders that it's suggesting for the Impact Me Foundation. Development and fundraising, governance and strategy, learning and professional development, and programs and client delivery. That's okay, but I want to put in Tim's prompt and see what it gives us there. We'll know how strong that prompt is in a second. Because this is, I mean, there's mission, vision, values, there's client deliverable
Right,
templates,
yeah.
there's.
Wait, so it did not show you all of your files though. That's something that I mean, maybe you didn't scroll down far, or maybe I just didn't notice if you were scrolling, but
Well,
it
maybe it
didn't
didn't. Maybe I
look
just
like
assumed it
that.
did.
Okay, I just did something that said organized by quarter.
Woo!
And it just created folders that say 2023 Q1, 2024
Oh,
Q3,
so
2026
it can read the
Q1.
metadata on the copies.
Yes, absolutely. And it created that. So that's interesting. I want to
Okay, my
do.
question for you, in
Mhm.
that prompt you gave us,
Yeah.
so the folders, actually, I like these folders way better. So it's got governance and strategy, but it's got O2, you know what I mean? The way it's
Yep.
organizing that.
Right.
04. So like where's 01 and 03 and 06? Finance and grant. Like it skipped those.
Sorry, what did it skip? Well, okay, back to my
01,
original
03, and
question.
06.
This doesn't look like as many files as you have in there, right?
Mm-mm.
Can you go back to that? And is this just showing a preview? Or is it just right? Like,
Yeah. Here's all the files I have in here. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Now some of these are like shortcuts from somewhere else, so I can
yeah,
get that it won't.
but even
So
so,
let me hit organize based on that. Let me just move those ones and see what the folder looks like now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
do
okay.
you
So
have
it's
to hit it
putting some
again?
obvious ones in there. Okay, all right.
Okay. So
So
here again, but
okay, so now hit organize files again.
that's so weird though. I'm glad that we did this.
I am too. Yeah, I've been wondering what are the limits of it. Okay, while you are watching that, can I just give a plug for what's going on with AI Club, which is something that we're starting. I don't even have a landing page where people can sign up for it. But if you just sign up for the Human Stack newsletter, that is where we're going to be launching it from. So you'll be signed up on that. In Upskillerator, which is both AI for Anyone Live and the Upskillerator community, both of those are going to be part of AI Club. And for Upskillerator, we are moving to a monthly theme, and the monthly theme for January is Prompt Up the Jan. Jan with an N. Get it? Like January. If you had been around when I thought of that pun, Sammy, I thought of you immediately. I was like, Sammy would love this. So anyway.
I did love it. I was like, gosh, we were about 5 minutes from starting AI for Anyone Live this morning. And I was like, do I change what I'm doing? I was like, figure out a way to fit this
for the rest of this month? And here's kind of the way that I'm thinking, about AI for Anyone Live in the Upskillerator. AI for Anyone Live is really an AI literacy. This is AI literacy content. And the Upskillerator is really AI fluency content. And that's kind of the defining line between this. Prompt Up Your Jan definitely has major literacy, real world questions that we can be thinking about for the rest of the month. So maybe that is a good topic for us. But Tim,
I think this is the context limit. I apologize. I interrupted you.
Oh, no, go for it. What is it?
So the first time it only moved 15.
Yep.
Now it moved 20, and there's still more. I think it's basically like, here's how much I can read.
Okay, are you putting that prompt that I gave you in every time?
I did the second, yes. So the first time on the second round, I'd hit move, realize I didn't. I hit unmove.
Yep.
Which is really easy. Then I put in your prompt. It did that. But funny enough, it went from 18 files to 20 on that next one, which I think is interesting.
I think, try this. I would do...
I'm going to hit organize files
organize. Again. Oh.
I think it's hitting a context limit.
Context limit is not related, though, to my prompt. Context limit is initialized. Like, there's an initial context. Yep, that makes sense.
I think it's basically saying the AI can only hold this much context in your files.
Yep, right.
So
it can't do hundreds of files at once.
Yes.
Which is going to be problematic because...
Oh, 100%. This becomes much more of a day project still.
Right. Yep. Well, I don't know. I mean, the best way to handle all of this, honestly, would be to create a drive MCP and a foldering...
Auto context protocol.
Yep. And to go to Claude would be the best one, and create a skill that goes in and actually just organizes your files based on an overarching, here's what we're doing and how to organize everything.
Yeah.
That would be the best way to do it. Right.
Which, for those of you that are like, I'm a newbie, I don't understand what right. Claude MCP and skill. I don't even fully dive into skills much. There's an Excel skill that I got from Nate Jones that I use just about every day, and otherwise I don't know anything, which is hard.
But I mean, so I'm getting into the tool, but let's just talk about the functionality of it. You need something that can hold a large enough context overview to be able to say, here's the entire strategy, apply it to the entire drive. You got really excited about something. What is it?
Yeah, we totally missed a whole piece of this.
Okay, share your screen.
Yes. I need to pull out so I don't show my restream here. Okay. Do you see it got smaller again? I know. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's fine. Is this fine? Okay.
Reason suggested.
Oh my gosh. Okay, great.
Which is really freaking helpful.
Yeah, it is really helpful. Why, Sammy? Why didn't you just show that? Why didn't you show that earlier? Why didn't you show that earlier, Sammy? All right. On that note, on that fine note, we're going to disband. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy New Year, Sammy. I'm so excited to be back into AI for Anyone Live.
Yes.
And we are planning
prompting up the Jan next week.
We're gonna prompt up the Jan starting next week. This week, we're gonna be how you measure your lazy prompting. Next week is going to be frameworks, And then the week after that is going to be how to systematize, so that, and this is the goal, you can be as lazy as you want and still end up with really good outputs. That is the goal. I swear AI was written by ADD people who are just trying to cope with life. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Has to be.
Anyway. Sami, as always, thank you for organizing the episode and thinking about all of the content we're going to do.
So fun. We learned a lot today. I was super excited. Thank you all so much for joining us. We really.
It's also kind of fun to be kicking off year 2. I mean, it's not officially year 2, but it is month like 9 or something, right? So there we go.
It's episode 37. That's crazy. So
Happy New Year, Edith, Micah, and
oh my gosh,
Megan.
I missed today because my teeth are being brushed. Edith, thank you so much for joining us. Micah, same to you, and can't wait to see you all next week. We will see you later. Bye, friends.